Hello guys, welcome to the channel where I build go-karts, lawnmowers, and diesel swapped power wheels. In a previous video I finished this and finally took it out for a full-on drive. There were many issues beforehand when I was first drove it, like the brakes didn't work. The brakes are very weak. The biggest thing was like the brakes. There was there's many minor things that didn't work, like the brakes didn't work for some reason. So I did end up fixing that. I modified the handle lever, and so that way it doesn't wobble, because I'm pretty sure it was pulling sideways. So now that's fixed, and then I fixed the throttle pedal slightly because it wasn't giving full throttle. I just moved the wire up literally like this because, yeah. And then I added a seat for now. I just took it off the go-kart. Another big issue thing was that the truck was moving side to side on the rear end. So I just decided to try welding a bar across the two control arms, and now it's really solid, doesn't move anywhere. That was another thing I added. I only have water temperature and oil pressure on there. They also light up in green, which is kind of cool. I'm waiting to turbo this so I can put a boost gauge on here. I already have one, but it's on some other vehicle. And I need to install an oil temperature gauge, just so I like to know what the oil temperature will be. And then I also added a muffler because the smoke would just go right in my face. It was really annoying. I didn't feel like making a full exhaust, and I was just curious how it sounded like with the muffler. Sounds pretty nice and quiet. But yeah, so yeah, in this video, I am going to be doing some testing. We're going to do some off-road testing, on-road testing, maximum speed, acceleration, etc. like that. But so yeah, sit back, relax, and let's get started. All right, well, that looked kind of cool, I bet. So now I'm just gonna do like a little uphill test, just a little nice cruise up the hill, see if I can get the sucker to roll coal. And I won't be making any tweaks to in the fuel screw, since I'm kind of on a time crunch to get this video done. But yeah, so just let's take a look. Let's see how this looks with up the hill. We'll do a few of those to get a nice cool look. And hey, the brakes work. It's kind of in the way. My leg is like in a weird way. I gotta move the steering wheel up or something. But anyway, let's try it out. All right, dude, this thing rips pretty decently well up a hill. It's just I'm giving it all the full throttle, all it's got, but it's just kind of takes a minute to engage. So I think I might need to add some softer springs on the CVT. I don't know, or a bigger gear in the rear. I'm gonna try out a different route, a little steeper of a hill, and see how well that works. Okay, uphill, it struggles. I was full throttle the whole time. It's really struggled to get it up. I think I definitely need a gear, bigger gear, so it has more low end power. My suspension has too much leverage, so it just compresses and doesn't have enough time to like pick it back up. So it might be like curved a little bit, but I need to redo a whole front end, redo it. But and actually it got up to running temperature. It's literally at 180 right now, which is running temperature. But right now I'm just gonna go grab a helmet, grab a phone for speed test, and just take it out on the street and full throttle and see what the max speed is. So, check how weak my suspension is. It's fully clapped out, like you can kind of tell. Like, yeah, that's basically on the ground, and there we go. Now it's back up to being straight. It's crazy. First road test, let's go. All right, let's do a road flat test. Let's go. Full throttle. Problems. It's called overheating. Quite toasty up there. Also got a leak. PVC pipe got a little too warm for its liking. Guess this radiator's not enough, but now we just gotta wait. All right, cooled down somewhat enough, hopefully. Oh, and it should be cooled off enough to take me home. It's still at 200, but whatever. I gotta go home. It's getting dark. Something's boiling in there. Where's it leaking? Where is it leaking? I can't even tell. That sounds unnatural. Well, we're just rolling. Rolling away. I don't wanna. This thing's creating some speed. Put on my gloves. Oh wait, no, they're about. Trash has not been picked up yet. Alright, let's go, 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 go. Losing water as we speak. Okay, so I need to stop rolling. Okay, quick. Watch this quick chain fix. Also, it looks like the whole entire axle is moving because why is there no? That's the thing. Okay, that thing's still welded. Okay, so we need a 14 and a regular screwdriver. Anyways, so quickly undo that. Okay. Oh, I'm gonna put the chain on this because of course I have to come off here as well. So okay, that's on there. Now did I grab our screwdriver? Come on. There we go. Okay, that's in here. That's in there. It's tight. Nope. Where the heck is the thing? You gotta tighten that boy down. I'll put it in this one right here. good enough. Grab this, snap the sucker right here, take the gloves off, turn off fuel pump. Alright, let's go. Fuel. Well, that's hot. Anyways, first test, let's go. Very slow. Real fast. Wow. It says the water's at 250. That's not right. It's there's an air bubble in the water pump. Yeah, the radiator's not even that hot. Oh, while we wait for it to cool down, I'm gonna adjust the fuel screw, crank the fuel down. Also, I need to fix the suspension because that looks unhealthy. Let me just adjust the fuel screw. There is an air bubble in here. Oh, let me adjust the fuel screw real quick. Do a whole churn. Should install my oil temperature gauge. That'll give me a good idea to see if the water pump's working. If there's an air bubble. I gotta take apart this water pump and take a look, make sure everything's working. If something needs to be replaced. If it needs to be replaced, I don't know. Because it doesn't want to prime. Also, I gotta replace this PVC pipes, it's junk. Guess I gotta spend the $100 and get actual radiator hose. So let's just let it sit here and drain all the air out. Because like it can't be 250 that fast. Doesn't make any sense. Like I barely drove it. It should be like at least running temperature. Because it went straight from 100 to 250 like just from that one pass. But 30 miles an hour down a slight hill. Interesting. I think once I fix the camber, I don't know how well the toe is since I never did alignment. Could use a bigger gear maybe. You just sit here and wait. I need to do the whole burn method, torch the whole truck. It looks pretty nice. This new burnt, lovely sticker. Available at nowhere because I'm not selling them, just for advertising purposes. While the air is just slowly leaving, let's talk about issues to fix. Whole front end needs to be redone because there's too much leverage on the suspension. It causes it to be cambered like that. So I'm gonna redo the whole front end. Also, I think that's diesel dripping on the right side and then water dripping on the left side. Want to cut out the grill so it has more airflow. Proper exhaust because this looks ugly. Got to do an oil change. Yes, sir. And of course, typical fashion, there's absolutely no water in here. Make sure that this is working. Now it's working. Yes, sir. And look at that. Perfect water temperature. But anyway, we're back at running temperature, so let's go continue on with our test. Burnout. Axel, Axel, right there, right there, right there, right there. Axel, Axel, Lexa, 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 there, Lexa, Lexa, right there, right there. Go, go. Stupid. Lexa, Lexa, Axel, her. There it is, boys. Get Axel. Oh my gosh, you guys are so. Dang, bro, you almost. That's funny. Need a quick release steering wheel. It's so funny y'all are walking the same way. Kind of warm. Diesel power. All right, let's do like a head view. That's so weird. What? Oh! Wow, I never considered that. It's pushing against my little thing. Also, I am leaking water. And I wasn't kidding when I was leaking water. What blew? Oh. Plastic melted. Woo, man. Listen, listen, listen. Oh my gosh, it's boiling in there. Conclusion time. So in conclusion, it seems to run pretty good. Tops out at 30 miles an hour on a slight downhill, flat. uphill can go up 20 miles an hour, 25 on a flat road, so it's not too bad. But I don't know if you can notice in the you can notice in the video. In the video earlier, you could see that it was smoking white smoke. There's some issue with the engine. It feels very sluggish when I pound it. Also, my little cover port thingy that I made to protect my foot from the CVT and jack shaft, it's kind of in the way. So when the CVT opens up all the way, it rubs, creating sparks. So that needs to be fixed so I can actually full throttle, because I'm wondering if it's rubbing and preventing it from being floored even more. I'm not entirely sure. I think I need a bigger gear in the rear. I also need to do something with that chain falling off. Water needs to be redone. The whole front end needs to be done, because this thing still doesn't know what a turning radius is. Otherwise, it handles pretty well. I can feel the suspension working pretty good. The gauges look pretty cool. Just need to add more so I can just have a more accurate reading. Proper exhaust and a whole bunch of other things that still need to be done, but hey, it rips. I'm actually glad that this worked out rather well, because yeah, I'm happy that the brakes work now. Everything's all good. I just need to fix it because it's kind of in the way. Like, it's really in the way. I need to move the steering wheel either up or at me, or both. So thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace. Pretend me driving off. Just, you know, really cool. Vroom vroom.